your answer is what? Always 0. 4. Differentiate this. Okay, let me just quickly prove it why you get 0. This is simply something like the y, the x is equal to, this is the same as what? 4 times what? 1. Right? And 4 times 1 is the same thing as 4 times what? X raised to power 0. X raised to power 0 is 1. Okay? Now, solving this using what? The power. Use this power to multiply this. Differentiate this. Use the power to multiply this. You are going to get what? 0 times what? 4x minus the power by what? 0 will give you 1. So at the end of everything, you are having what? 0 times everything will still give you 0. So your dy dx is equal to what? 0. This is the proof. Okay? 0 times everything will definitely give you. So anytime you are what? Differentiating a constant like 1, 4, 3, 2 numbers specifically, it will always be what? Equated to what? 0. Now, lastly, there are some situations where they will give you find the derivative of find the raised to power 2 y all over dx raised to power what? 2. Now, find this given that your y is equals to 4x raised to power 3. Now, what does this mean? This simply means differentiate 2 times. Okay? So differentiate this first. When you get the answer, then differentiate again. Something like this. When dy dx we give you what? This times this is what? 12x minus the power by what? 1, it will now give you 2. Now you got your first answer after differentiating it. You are now also going to what? Differentiate again. So it will now be, after getting this, dy dx again, it will now give you what? This times this is what? 24 minus this give you 1. So this becomes your answer. Are you following? So your d raised to power 2y all over dx raised to power 2 of what? This. The answer is what? 24 what? X. Okay? Now, having understood that, also note this, that this is different from dy dx raised to power 2. Or you can say situation like this, find this. Okay? What does this mean? This means after differentiating, when you get your final answer, that final answer, raise it to know what? Power 2 and solve. Okay? Let's use an illustration. Find dy dx all raised to power 2 of let's say 4x. Find this. You know the first step. Here's raised to power 1. Use this to times this. Okay? At the end of everything, when you differentiate this, you are going to get what? 4. Okay? Now after getting 4, all you have raised to the power 2. Raise it to the power 2. So you get what? 16. So this is totally different from this. This is differentiate twice. Why this? Simply means after getting your answer, which is what? 4, then raise it to lower power 2. I hope this is well understood. Alright. Now let's go to these are what? Special derivative under what? Differentiation. Now I've written them already on the board. This is in x. It's the same thing as what? Log exponential base exponential what? X. Now when you differentiate either this or this, you are getting 1 all over what? X. Okay? You are giving what? Exponential raised to power what? X. When you differentiate it, you are also getting same thing. Okay? Third is sine. When you differentiate sine x, you are getting cos what? X. cos x. When you differentiate, you are getting minus sin x. Tan x, you are getting sec raised to power 2x. Cot x, you are getting minus cosec raised to power 2x. Sec x, you are getting sec x times what? X, which means sec x times what? Times x. Cosec x, you are getting minus cosec x times what? Cot x. So you see everything here. Your duty is to what? Cram them. Or sometimes you can see it in your exam or your jam specifically. Find the what? Derivative of, they'll just give you sine x. So you should know that after differentiating sine x, you are getting what? Cosec x. Now, having understood this, let's go straight into our what? Chain rule. Okay? Chain rule. Now they can give us a question like this. Given that y is equal to bracket x plus 1 all raised to power 2, find the y, the what? X. Now don't forget our formula for what? Chain rule. Before solving, make sure you bring back the what? Formula. And the formula is simply what? The y dx is equal to what? Dy all over what? Dz times what? Dz all over what? The what? X. Okay? Now this is your formula. We can now what? Proceed into what? Solving. Now, how do we solve a question like this? Take note. The first step, you see the figures inside the bracket. Your first step is to say let everything inside the brackets be equal to what? Z. X plus what? 1. So x plus 1 inside the brackets. Let everything inside the bracket be equal to what? Z. That's the first step. Now, after saying let it be equal to what? Z, the next step is to what? Differentiate this. Differentiating this, what are we getting? The Z, the what? X. Okay? Now, if you differentiate x, what are we getting? Our answer is going to be what? 1. Plus, if you differentiate a constant, remember from what I taught you guys, you differentiate a constant, you are getting what? 0. So 1 plus 0 is what? 1. So our answer here is what? 1. Okay? Now can we proceed? The next step, since we say let everything inside the bracket be what? Let everything inside the bracket be z. The next step, you are now going to say y is equal to everything here is what? Z. So it will now be z all raised to power what? 2. I hope you understood what I'm saying. Now, what will next step? Differentiate this, which is dy all over what? D what? Z. To now be equal to, differentiate this, use the power to multiply everything to come to 2z. The power is what? Minus the power by what? 1, which is what? 2 minus 1 is 1. Any number raised to power 1 is that number. So you are having what? 2 what? Z. Now, third step, remember the formula, we say the y all over what? The z times what? The z all over what? The x. Now, our dy all over the z, have we gotten it? Yes. The y all over the z is what? 2. So, the y, the x, which is this. The y all over the z is what? 2z is equal to 2z times what? The z all over the x. We've gotten that. The z all over what? The x. And what do we get here? Is 1. Okay? So this times this, the y, the x is equal to what? 1 times anything is what? 2 what? Z. Okay? Now remember we said from the beginning, let what? Our z be equal to what? Something, right? Is equal to this. So at this end, we are going to convert our z back to its what? Original what? Figure. So in place of z, we bring it back. We are now getting what? 2 bracket what? X plus what? 1.